Hey, welcome to War on Core Wednesday. Just checking in. We're gonna go ahead and get started here in a few minutes. For War on Core, all you're gonna need today is grab yourself a mat, grab yourself a fan if you have one, or open a window. Put the workout in the description. If you're jumping on before we get started, go ahead and shoot me any questions you have or any changes you might need. So otherwise, we'll get started here in just a few minutes. No, I have that hot tea with lemon coffee.
Everything looks good. The only thing I would recommend next time is to see if you can find your autofocus feature on your camera.
Oh, that's not one.
I don't know if you saw Jill's yesterday, but it does this weird thing where it like goes in and out of focus as it tracks you.
Okay, gotcha. So pretty much try to stay in the same spot.
Yeah, I mean you can move around. It just looks like somebody bumps the camera.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's just a function on there where it's like autofocus, which you normally you want.
Okay.
But like
You want it to be right there.
it's just when it tries to like stay where you are and move around, it does something I don't really know.
Okay.
But just a feature in there that next time we do that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, hi there. Good morning. Hey, Sherry, I see you. Nice. There you go. It is War on Core Wednesday, so like I said, you're just going to need a mat. Got several different stations for you. How this is going to work this morning is we're going 30 seconds of 2 different exercises back to back before you get a rest, all right? So 30 seconds for this first station is going to be Cobra push-ups right into 30 seconds of frog jumps. And then right when we're done with our full minute, that's when you're going to get a little 30-second rest. We go into the next one, all right? I have 5 different stations for you today, 10 exercises in total, all right? So first exercise station is going to be a Cobra push-up or any push-up variation that you can give me that's going to allow you to be 100% successful. But what we're looking for here is you're going to start up high in that pike position, drive your chest on down, scoop under, push up, and then give me the same thing in reverse. All right, straight spines, coming up, pushing the chest up, bringing it on back. All right, you can of course also do that from your knees, and you're just going to have little dive bombs as you go. Our transition from that is frog jumps. So you're going to plant those hands, jump those feet out, and back, all right, nice and quick. Try to land those feet just a little bit wider than your hands. From there, plank, single leg raise. If you looked at the description, you'll see SL, and that means single leg. We were one leg at a time. So you're going to be here on a plank. From here, opposite leg, opposite hand, going to come up, all right? If you just need to start with one leg, that's fine, but try to get that balance. Light taps, opposite hand, opposite heel lifted. Of course, I'll let you know when to switch after about 15 seconds. That's the first one. After that, we're going into plank toe touches. So you're going to be here, lean on back, opposite hand touches opposite toe, come on back forward to a plank position, opposite hand touches opposite toe, come on back, all right? That's station number 2. Station number 3, V-ups into a seated leg raise, or heel tap. So, V-ups, you're coming all the way up. If you can want to touch your hands overhead, touch your toes, full sit-ups, best you can, try to keep those nice straight legs. From there, we're going lying heel taps. So you're laying down, coming up here, and you're just going to give me those crunches. If you want to grab a weight, medicine ball, kettlebell, dumbbell, wherever you can, go through that same motion. Nice straight legs over the hips. Try to touch. From there, we're going to get on our bellies for a Superman. All right, we're going to work a little bit of the posterior chain today, just because with how much we're all sitting down, it's going to be necessary that we work our backs and our butts a little bit. So we have classic Supermans. Up, hold for a second, down nice and steady. Up, hold for a second, down nice and steady. All right. You can also kind of play with the position of your hands a little bit. If there's a specific thing that you're wanting to work on, go right ahead. Once again, we're coming to single leg SL glute bridge. Bring those feet on back. One foot over the top, hands down, and press on up. All right? Down, up, as high as you can get. I'll let you know when to switch. All right? About halfway through 15 seconds. And then our last station, our 5th station, is going to be plank walk backs into some plank rotations. So we're going to be back in that plank position. You're going to walk those feet back as far as you can, and then walk those feet forward nice and far, all right? Forward and back, smooth and steady. Keeping that spine rounded. Don't arch your back. Keep it slightly rounded. And then you have plank rotations for the second half of that station. We're going to be here. We'll do this from a low plank today. And then you're going to reach towards your pocket and then twist up and open to the ceiling. Into the pocket, up and towards the ceiling. We'll let you know when to switch. To the pocket, twist, up to the ceiling. All right, so grab your mats. Let me know if you have any questions so I can eyeball that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get warmed up here real quick, all right? So for that warm up, let's just start off with some jumping jacks. Let's just start off with some jumping jacks here. Nice and loose. Soft landings, long arms. Make sure you're getting those elbows higher than your shoulders, all right? And from here, let's get into some high knees. Make sure you're trying to get those knees as high as your hips. Just run it out. You want that heart rate elevated. Want to be moving and grooving. And from here, let's switch to the butt kicks. Heels to the glutes. Nice. Soft landings once again. And some touchdown squats. Wide stance, chest stays tall, open up those hips, and a few more. Right in to some lunges. Add a twist at the bottom if you would like. Little twist, dip it straight down. Hover that back heel for me, don't let it touch all the way to the ground, just get close. And we're going to warm up with some walk out plank. So touch your toes, step it on out, nice and far, walk it on back. Touch, touch. 4 of these or so. One last one. But here's the deal. We're going to run through that one more time. A little bit faster. Here we go. Jumping jacks, go. Now we're nice and loose. You want to get a little sweaty. You want to be panting just a little bit. Get a touch of sweat going. Alright? Next up is high knees, alright? A little higher, a little faster. You got it. Moving quick. Make sure those knees are getting hip height. And butt kicks. Switch it up. Bring your heels all the way to your glutes. Kick your arm booty into gear. And a couple more. Like on those toes. Don't want to get loud stomping. And touchdowns. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Down and up. And a couple more, you got it. Some lunges. Add that twist if you like. If you have any knee issues, give me reverse lunges where you step back instead. Help save the knee a little bit. And our last one, 4, counting 4 of those walkouts. One, all the way out, squeeze your glutes at the bottom, keep your abs tight. Try to have nice long legs. One last one. And grab yourself a drink of water. I'm gonna get started here in just a minute. Whoop. All right. All right. So, like I said, if you don't have your mat out already, if you don't have some water, grab it now, because we're gonna get started. So, first station is the cobra push-up to the frog hops. All right, cobra push-ups, you're diving under, frog hops, you're jumping your feet forward and back. All right, 1 minute on the clock, 30 seconds of each. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go, let's go. Start up high, dive on, under, big scoop, bring it on back. Dive on and try to stay low to the ground. Push in with those shoulders, halfway on it. Big jump, big push. Try to get a little bit of that stretch in those hamstrings. Push on that nice long legs. Finish this one out, we're almost there. Got time for one more, and switch it up to your frog jumps. So we're out and back. We'll land those feet just outside your hands. Long plank position at the back. We're halfway on this one. Fast moving, fast moving. Woo. Watch those shirts. Don't want to be flashing in, but we're coming back. Last little push, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Take a moment right there. All right, next stations we have. There we go. Is the plank single leg raise into the plank toe touch. So, all right, opposite hand, opposite heel coming off the ground. Watch out for that halfway mark. I'll let you know when to switch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Boom. Plank position. Opposite heel. Opposite hand lifted. Boom. Nice and high. Really try to extend. Squeeze from your glute. Pulse it on up there. And that's halfway. Switch over to the other side. Wide positioning between your hands and your feet to help keep you balanced. All right. Bring it up nice and high. 3, 2, 1. Now you're not plank toe touch, all right? Plank toe touch. So we're here. Bring it on back. Touch your toe. Plank position. Up. Touch. Back. Touch. Get a little stretch going in those hamstrings. All the way back. Push in from your shoulder. Get nice and deep into that. We got 10 seconds left. Down and back. Moving with a purpose, but moving with that control. Keeping the abs tight. 3, 2, 1. Time. Go ahead, relax. All right. Next up, grab hold of your mat. We got the V up into the toe touch crunch. V up into toe touch crunch. Deep breath. Shake it out. All right, here we go. V ups in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Long legs all the way to the top. And work for that balance, right? Bring those hands back a little bit. Give you a touch extra. We're halfway on this station. Suck that belly button in. Try to, whoa, keep balance. Last little bit. 3, 2, 1. Toe touch crunch, switch it up. Legs up, lay back, and sit on. Touch those toes. Try to keep these legs straight as you can. I know those hamstrings might be tight right now. Focus on that upper body doing the work, that upper torso, that upper core. Last little bit. Couple more, push out. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Nice job. Woo! All right, next up, Superman's into the single leg glute bridge. All right, so turn it around, going on our bellies. Get some nice activation throughout your glutes and your back here. Lift your thighs, lift your chest off the ground. Get some of your back. We don't want to be doing just everything to the front of our body. We want to make sure we're getting some posterior work done as well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Supermans. Let's go. Bring them up high. Hold it. Bring it on down. Smooth and steady. Thighs up. Try to work a little bit of your back slightly differently. Feel that out. See what feels good for you. We're halfway on this part. Big lift, big squeeze. Here's some good activation this morning. Couple more here. 3, 2, 1. Switch it over to that single leg glute bridge. Your right leg down. One foot in the air. Big pulse. Try to keep this leg right over your hip. Really push that heel down. Keep that heel close to you. And go ahead and switch over that other leg if you haven't already. All right, big push down. Big high heel raise. Couple more here. Really squeeze as high as you can. 3, 2, 1. That's it for the glute bridge. All right. We're on our last station for round numero uno. We're on plank walkbacks, and then we'll also have those plank rotations, those plank twists. So, keep it in mind, you want that tailbone tucked. You want to have a slight curve throughout your spine. A little bit around it, don't want you arched down, all right? Here we go, plank walkbacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Hands back, steadily grounded. Walk those feet on back. And then walk those feet on forward, leaning over those fingertips. Walking on back. Make sure we're breathing, we're sucking that belly button in, we're flexing our core, we're keeping our hips tucked. We got 10 more seconds on this one. Bring it on back. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Rotations now. Let's go ahead and go down to a forearm, in towards your pocket, up to the ceiling. In towards the pocket, up to the ceiling. Really twist as far as the pivot point in your shoulder will let you. Go ahead, switch sides. Other one in, other one up. Nice and big. Last one. Give me every single second of it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Time. That's it, y'all. Grab a quick drink of water, take a minute, and we'll get started with round number 2 in a moment. All right. So, things to keep in mind if you have some weights available, even if they're light, you want to add some weight to maybe those plank rotations with the twists as you hold them up, or to the toe touch crunch, where you're bringing the weight up towards your shoelaces. If you want to stick for the glute bridge, if you want to stick a weight like on your hips, on your pelvis as you go through that glute bridge motion, all sorts of different ways to add a little bit of weight that you may have lying around. So, otherwise, let's go ahead and get started with round number 2, all right? Once again, 1 minute on the clock, 2 stations, 30 seconds each, no rest between the exercises. We're gonna go right into it. So, we're starting with, refreshing, cobra push-up into a frog jump, all right? Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. 3, 2, 1, let's go, let's go. 1 minute's on. Big old dive bombers. Meow. Up at the top. Push it on back with those shoulders a bit. You want to be really deep, like you're stretching your chest here. And drive on down. Like a big old ice cream scoop. 10 seconds. Big push. Hold it there for just a second. Try to get one more in. One more. 3, 2, 1. Right into those frog hops now. Right into them. Get those feet outside your hands. Strong plank at the back. And moving nice and quick. Don't want you pausing. We got 10 seconds. Push it out. Woo-wee. Last little bit. 3, 2, 1. Time. Station number 1 in the bag. Next up, plank. Single leg raise with that arm raise as well if you want to add it into the plank toe touches. All right. Here we go. I'm going to get this started. 3, 2, 1. Plank leg raise. Let's go. Here. Opposite hand, opposite heel if you want to add that. Little taps. One more. And switch over to the other side. Switch over to the other side. Opposite heel, opposite hand. Nice and high. Try to keep your back leg nice and straight. Try to keep your arm nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now you got the toe touches. Right into the toe touches. So we're back, touch, forward. Back, touch, forward. You can even add a little bit of weight to this if you like. And you bring that weight right back to your toe. Moving with good control. Get a little bit of that stretch going. We're in that last little bit now. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Go ahead and relax. Station number 2 complete. Moving on. V-ups. Grab your mat. Into the heel taps. Or sorry, the toe touches. All right. Here we go. V-ups coming at you. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. V-ups. Let's go. Keep it nice and tight. Ooh, I thought my timer wasn't going for a second. Nice. Oh, it's because it wasn't. That's all right. We'll get 2 seconds extra. Nice. There we go. Back. Up. 10 seconds. Nice long legs. Long torso. 3, 2, 1. Toe touch crunch. Good time to add that weight if you got it. Long legs, up, touch your toes. Make sure we're working from that abdomen. Don't want to just throw in your body. Work from your core. 10 seconds. There we go. Last little bit. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Woo. That was a good one. Next up, Supermans and the single leg glute bridge. It sounds like I announced a band coming on stage or something. Next up is the single leg glute bridge. Give a round of applause. Woo! There we go. Round number 4. Starting off in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's go. Superman's, breathe, Superman's, stretch out my belly. There we go. Nice. Up, nice and high. Work for that extension, squeeze your glutes, get your chest up, get your thighs up. If you have any mini bands, the little small bands that you can bring around your ankles, really get a little extra stretch from there. That's always a good thing to add. A few more here. 3, 2, 1. Single leg glute bridge. Single leg glute bridge. And back. Up. Big pulse. Keep that heel nice and close to you. Get that heel up to the ceiling. High as you can. One more. And then switch sides. Switch over the other foot. Nice and high on it. Really push down, bring it up high. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, time. That's it, another break. As you get into our last station for round 2. Last station for round 2. So plank walk backs into the plank rotations, right? Plank walk backs into plank rotations. Probably don't need a mat for this one. All right. Here we go, y'all. Walk backs in 3, 2, 1. Let's start it up. Let's go. Here. Small steps back. Nice and far. Make sure that spine is slightly rounded and leaning over those fingertips. Take it on back. Nice and far. Bring it on up. Woo. Nice and forward. 10 seconds left on this one. Smooth and steady, wins the race on this guy. 2, 1, down into that low plank for plank rotations. So we're here, twist into your pocket, twist on up, into the pocket, up to the ceiling. Big rotations, stack those shoulders, stack those hips, and go ahead and switch sides. Same deal. Try to stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Last little bit now. 3, 2, 1, time. That, my friends, is round number 2. Round number 2. Woo-wee! Grab yourself a sip of water. We're gonna get one more round in. And then we'll get a nice little cool down stretch going. Send you on your way to breakfast. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything you don't like that you do like. And yeah, truth for that goes to all the coaches. Any thing you've been watching, let them know what you like and what you don't like to make sure we don't lose or change what some of the things you've enjoyed and changing the things that you're like, that didn't work out for me, or maybe you guys can think about adding this. So let us know. I'm going to take about 30 more seconds here, and then we'll get started with our last round. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our third and final round here. Hopefully you already know we're starting with those cobra push-ups, all right? Cobra push-ups or dive bombers, they're the same. But 30 seconds of that into the 30 seconds of frog jumps. Here we go, y'all. Starting it off, round number 3. 3, 2, 1. Cobra push-up, let's go. Starting off high, big stretch, dive, bomb, low. I've also learned these as like under the wire push-ups. As you imagine, there's a low wire right here. And you gotta skirt underneath it, Mission Impossible style, and then you gotta bring it on back. 10 seconds. Scoop it under, push, scoop it out. Let's get one more in before we switch to those frog jumps. And go ahead, make that switch. Frog jumps now. Forward and back. Quick pace. Make sure we're breathing. Get those heels to cover a lot of distance. Way the heck back there. Way the heck up here. Nice and fast. Finish it out. 3, 2, 1. And you're done with that station. Nice job, y'all. Next up, plank with the single leg raise and the arm raise if you want to add it into the plank toe touches. All right. Deep breath. Shake it out. Let's get ready for this next one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Come on. Opposite hand, opposite heel. Lifting up. Careful, we're trying not to let your body twist or turn. You want it to look like, as much as possible, switch sides, that you're just in a normal plank. That's the goal. You want to make it look easy. That's the best way. If you can make it look like that, that's how you know you're doing it right. And now we're in plank toe touches. But we are on our last round. So if it ain't easy, that means you've done the last 2 rounds correctly. Good job. If it's still easy, you need to turn up the pace. You need to go a little faster. 10 seconds left. Suck that belly button in, hips down. Big lift. 3, 2, 1. That's it for station number 2. Next up, V-ups and the toe touch crunch. Round of applause for that band. So, whoop. Hands back, little weight added if you want to. Otherwise, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's start it up, let's start it up. Finish lines in sight, y'all. Finish lines in sight. Keep bonking the timer when I do that. There we go. This back. Up. Good. Balance is key. 10 seconds left on this one. Big lift from the core. Air is saving. 3, 2, 1. Toe touch crunch. Legs straight to the air and pop them up. Move slow and deliberate, not just rapid fire like a bunny. You want to get up, keep it tight. From that upper abdomen, legs as straight as can be. I know those hamstrings are tight from all the sitting. 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's a good one. Give the abs a quick little break while we get some of that posterior flexion going on, saving our backs a little bit. We got the Superman and the leg raise. I'm sorry, the glute bridge. So, lay it down. Woo, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Start it up, let's go. Supermans. Up high, big lift. High, big lift. Kind of mess with the position of those shoulders if you like. Whatever's going to feel like giving you some good flexion in the back and in your shoulders. 10 seconds left. Big old lifts. Whew. Hold it there for a second at the top always, and then down nice and slow. 3, 2, and glute bridge. For me, glute bridge. Hopping right around. No time, no time. Gotta move quick. Heel up. Here we go. Nice. Squeeze your booty. Lift that heel on up. One more. And then switch sides, switch sides. Big lift from that heel. Drive that arm up as high as you can. We got 3, 2, 1. That's it for that one. That's it for that one. Next up, guess what, y'all? We're at our last station here. We're at our last station. We've got the plank walk backs and the plank rotations. So remember to keep that spine rounded. Keep that plank low. Try not to bring your hips up higher than your shoulders. Keep those hips in line. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Little steps as far back as you can go. If you've ever messed with an ab roller, this should feel relatively similar. All right? So we're on back. And we're on forward. Nice. 10 seconds left on this one. That's it. That's it. Keeping that core tight. Whew. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Plank rotations now from the pocket to the ceiling. Stack those shoulders. Stack those hips. Big twist around that shoulder. All right. Couple more on this side. Couple more. Big pivots. And switch over to the other side. Woo. There it is. Big twist. On down. Big twist. Finish it out. Finish it out. Really rotate. 3, 2, 1. And that's time. Well, that is time. That is our round 3. Good job. Grab a sip of water. And if you are going to, seriously, thank you, Steph. Sweating, thanks for me. Thank you, Janice. Hopefully you guys got a little sweaty right there. You know, one of the key things is you dictate your own pace, all right? That's what the benefit is about coming into the studio versus at home is, you know, we always tend to take it a little easy on ourselves at home, but you gotta really understand on how to push yourself, on how to get a little bit of sweaty, how to dictate that pace, and how to get a little bit more, all right? Otherwise, if you already have stretches that you know you want to do, go ahead and make sure you get some of those in, either now or later on today. Otherwise, gonna take a quick 30-second break, grab some water, and we'll go ahead and go through my series of stretches if you like. So, be in here just a sec. Oh, lost connection for a second, but it looks like I'm back. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start those stretches. I don't know why I'm looking at the exercise list. I'm like, let's go again. All right. So the first one I like to start with is just a little double knee tuck. Bringing both those knees in. Nice tight squeeze to lift that tailbone up off the ground. Little rock side to side. Kind of massaging that lower back into the ground. And twist. And then from here, we're going to let one leg go. Keep one knee tucked in. Give me some hip rotations with that knee. Slow, smooth, and deliberate. Controlling that breathing. A few circles one way. Maybe mix it up. Give me a few circles the other way. Ease yourself. Don't immediately go out to the extremes of that hip joint. Work your way into it. And then we're going to go ahead and take that leg, straighten it out, up into the air. Straight as can be. This is going to be a really important one right now. Those hamstrings from all the sitting down that we've all been doing. Watching way too much Netflix. Way too much Netflix. Whew, it's causing your hamstrings to be really tight. So make sure we're getting some of that in. From there, send that knee across your body. Look the opposite direction that you set your knee. Keep your shoulders flat. And just let those hips roll. But keep your shoulder blades in contact with the ground, right? That's key. Want those hips to come up and not your back. And then from here, we're going to take this leg, bring it on back for a glute stretch. Reach on through, tuck that on down. Give that a good squeeze. All the while, you want to try and maintain a good neutral spine. You don't want your head to be up here, your shoulders hunched. You want your head back, your shoulders down, your shoulders back. Spine flat. And I'm going to go ahead and switch all of this to the other side. So we're in the opposite knee tuck now with those hip rotations. Easing our way into it. Couple one way, couple the other. Really was enjoying some of that sunshine we were having. But, I mean, if we're all going to be in this tight lockdown, might as well get the rain out of the way now. So, silver lining, folks. You gotta look for it. Sometimes it's hard to see, but you gotta look for it. Straight leg stretch up into the air. Ankle rotations. Deep breathe in, really try to control your inhales and your exhales through those stretches. You want to be relaxed while you stretch, but you do want to be active. You want to make sure you're actively pulling, actively controlling our breath. Go ahead and send that leg across, keep those shoulders flat, look the opposite direction. And just listen to the nice tone of my high-pitched grating voice. Yes. Big twist. Deep breathing. Even in this twisted up position, make sure you take a nice, full, deep breaths. Bring it on back to that glute stretch. Ankle goes over the top of that opposite knee. Bring it on in. Nice tight squeeze. My socks are slipping. There we go. Big twist. Try not to use, you don't want to cave into it forward, because that's not your glute stretching, right? That's the rest of your back and your abs trying to compensate for what you can't stretch. So if you can't quite do this position, you can always start here on the ground, right? Always start here, and then you can kind of use your arms, you can kind of use your elbows and your hands to lean your body into it, right? That's much better than just punching and pulling. And the last one I'm going to leave you all with today is a butterfly, but not the one that you've probably learned through like elementary school and whatnot. I want you to sit up nice and tall. I want you to have a nice tall proud spine, shoulders back, hands back, chest out, chin up, hips off the ground, butt off the ground a little bit. Open up those hips, take some nice full deep breaths here, nice full deep breaths. I want you to feel your stomach expand, push your chest out, chin up. And go ahead and relax. Good work today, everybody. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate you. If you didn't, no worries. Thank you very much for getting some stuff in. Take care of yourself, stay strong, stay healthy. See y'all next time.